Welcome to your yoga practice today. Let's begin lying down. So if you want to grab a folded blanket or a folded towel, feel free to do so. Let's come to lie on the back. So bringing the legs in front of you, soles of the feet on the mat. Lifting from the chest, crown of the head rises. Reach the arms out in front of you. And slowly, as you exhale, lowering the spine to the mat. Stretch the legs out, point the toes, inhale the arms up and over. Hello. Take a couple breaths here into the depths of the lungs, the belly. And just arrive to this moment in time. Welcoming yourself to your practice. Interlace the fingers overhead and flip the palms away from the crown of the skull while you flex the feet here. Stretching into any stickiness or tension that might exist in the toes or in the arches. A couple breaths here. And release the hands so that the palms face up, but that the arms are relaxed overhead, so leaving them just where they are. And then relax the feet so that the toes splay out to the corners of the mat. Close your eyes here. And I want you to visualize each inhalation, each breath rising from the sole of the right foot, coming in to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, the exhalation, leaving the body from the crown of the head, down the left side of the body, out through the left sole of the foot. Just imagining each breath, the prana rises through the right foot, the right side body, up to the crown of the head. Pause. The exhalation, traveling from the crown of the head, down the left side of the body, and exiting the left sole of the foot. Beginning to connect to the breath. Inhaling into the diaphragm, feel the belly expand, chest rises. On your next inhalation, I want to reverse the traveling of the prana. Inhaling from the left sole of the foot, up the left side body, to the crown of the head. Exhale, down the right side of the body, out the right foot. Couple cycles just like this, bringing balance and equanimity. Inhaling, exhaling. Flutter the eyes open. Bend the knees into the chest and bring the forehead to the knees, round the spine. Exhale, stretching nice and long. Inhale, bending the knees, forehead to the knees, round the spine. Now lowering the head back to the mat, stretch the left leg out, flexing through the toes in the right foot as well as the left foot, and hug the right knee in here. Give it a nice hug. Maybe rock it gently side to side. And switch, releasing and stretching the right leg out, flexing the toes, hug the left knee in while you flex the left toes. Give it a nice, good squeeze here. Excellent. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, close to the sit bones. Bring the arms out to a T. Palms are flat on the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Inhale the knees back up to center. Exhale the knees to the right. And just follow your own breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Getting a little stretch in the sides of the body. Warming the body up for our beginner practice today. Bring the knees back up to center, hug the knees into the chest, forehead to the knees, round the spine. Release the head once more, bringing the left foot flat on the mat and crossing the right ankle on top of the left knee. Both feet are flexed here, so the right foot is flexed. Lift the left leg skyward, keeping the knee bent, and then thread the right hand through this little window here and interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. And just hug the left knee to the chest. The neck and shoulders are relaxed here. You want to rock a little side to side, that's also okay. Just be mindful. And release, switch sides, crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Thread the left hand into the window, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh as the right foot rises, keeping that knee bent. Feeling a gentle stretch in the glutes and the hip flexors. Excellent. And release. Hug the knees to the chest and rock a little side to side. And begin to imagine making little circles with the knees here in one direction. And then reverse the circling in the opposite direction. Massaging through the kidneys and the adrenal glands. Excellent. Stretching the feet skyward, point and flex the toes. Circling the toes away from each other. And then reverse the circling of the toes, maybe circling them towards each other. Just bringing some movement into the ankles, stretching the feet. Maybe alternate pointing and flexing through the toes. Hug the knees back into the chest, and then some options here. You can turn to your side and come to sit up, or if you want, you can gently rock up and down the spine, gaining just a little bit of momentum, massaging the spine until you come up into a seated position. Inhale, make a big circle with the hands, palms touch overhead. Exhale, the palms to the heart center. A couple more times. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale to the heart. Bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the tailbone. Twist and look over the left shoulder. And when we twist, we're not twisting just in the neck, we're twisting in the torso. And release. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, the palms to heart center. And release the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the tailbone, and twist looking over the right. Release. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale to the heart. Placing the fingertips in front of you, walk the palms out. And wherever you find that threshold where you cannot reach any further, then simply tuck the chin to the chest and relax, releasing the palms to the earth. Feeling a gentle stretch into the hips, into the back. Inhale, look between the thumbs, coming back onto the fingertips. Walk the hands back over so that you come back to sit upright. Inhale. Placing the left hand on the mat on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, the right arm up and over, reaching to the left. Feel free to bend through that left elbow as needed. Feeling the nice stretch in the right side of the body, and switch, bringing the right hand to the mat. Left hand reaches over. And go a couple times here with your breath. Connecting breath and motion. All right, coming back to sit up. Let's do some gentle neck rolls here. So bringing the chin to the chest to start with, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Now, if you have any neck injuries or prior surgeries, I would encourage you to stay here and just follow the breath, breathing into the back of the neck. However, if you'd like, what you can do is you can, on your next inhalation, right ear to right shoulder, lifting the heart chakra skyward. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. Just making some gentle clockwise circles here with the neck. And again, it's not a race. We're just trying to bring some movement into the cervical spine. Some gentle stretching into the neck muscles. And when you bring your chin back to the chest here, inhale, reverse the circling in the opposite direction. Excellent. Let's come into table. Coming into table, check your alignment here, right? So the fingers should be fanned out on the mat, and we don't want to dump our weight into our wrists. We want to sort of distribute that weight into the finger pads, into the whole hand here. So wrists are going to be under the shoulders. You want to make sure you're not over-rotating the inside of the elbows, so make sure that the inside of the elbows are pointed towards each other. And then checking the alignment in the lower body, you want to make sure your knees are under your hips. And then this is your table, right? So if, for example, you find down dogs to be challenging, you can substitute a down dog with a table, and that's perfectly fine until you've either built up that strength, or maybe, you know, your journey is different and you will never do a down dog. That's totally fine too. We always want to honor ourselves. So let's do some cat-cows here, right? Tuck the toes under, drop the belly. Inhale, look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Exhale, navel to spine, round the spine, pushing the mat away from you with the palms for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine. And just go at your own pace here. Pumping the spinal fluid via these beautiful cat-cows. Excellent. Bring the spine to neutral, untuck the toes. On your next inhalation, I want you to reach the right arm out in front of you. And then bring it back to the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm out in front of you and bring it back down to the mat. On your next inhalation, lifting the right leg up and out, flexing through that right foot. See if you can look over your right shoulder at your right foot. Point, flex the toes. Circle the toes in one direction, and then in the opposite direction. And releasing that right knee. Inhale, stretch the left leg back. Take a look back at those left toes if you can. Point and flex that foot, circling the toes in one direction, and then in the opposite direction. And releasing that left knee back to the mat. On our next inhalation, we're going to reach the right arm out and the left leg back. This is sort of a cross diagram, or a crossing of skills here. So inhale, reach the right arm out, left leg back, and release. Inhale, switch, reaching the left arm out, thumb points up, flexing the right foot. One more time, we're gonna reach this time and hold. See if you can lift the heel up just a little bit more. See if you can lift the thumb skyward just a little bit more. Breathing into the belly and release. Inhale, switch, flexing the right foot back, reaching the left arm out, thumb points skyward. See if you can lift that thumb and that heel just a little bit higher. And release. Bring the big toes to touch behind you, creating a V shape with the knees. And let's come into our first child's pose. Stretching the arms out in front of you, forehead to the mat. Now, if ever you're in this yoga class, any other yoga class, and you are feeling a little out of breath, you're feeling that you need to reset, recalibrate, feel free to come into child's pose. Maybe shake the body a little side to side here. Walk the hands over to the right, stretching into the left side of the body. And then walk the hands back through center. And walk the hands over to the left, stretching into the right side body. Breathing into the lower back and the tailbone here. We always want to maintain that connection to our breath. Very, very important, because the breath is the prana, it is the life force, it is energy. The body follows the mind, but the mind follows the breath. So keeping the breath steady and even will help to keep the mind steady and even. Bringing the hands back to center, come into table, tuck the toes under, and keeping the knees bent, come into your first down dog. And now you may have to adjust your base here, so if you're feeling a lot of tension, maybe you need to step the feet out from each other just a little bit. Take a deep breath, exhale. And then take one more breath here. As you exhale, drop the heels to the mat. Maybe alternate bending each knee here to walk the dog. And then bring the toes together to touch, the big toes. And then take little tiptoes, one at a time, up the spine of the mat until you come to the top of the mat. Okay? Bend those knees. So sometimes some of us have very tight hamstrings. If you find that that's the case for you as well, my recommendation is keep those knees bent. That will always help you. So here we are in this forward fold, and I want you to make two fists with your hands and place them between your feet here. This is an excellent way to measure your alignment in a forward fold like this, or even in a standing posture. You want to make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow. Maybe sway the body a little side to side. Like a pendulum, allowing gravity to lengthen the spine. Maintaining that breath. And then come to stillness. Maybe shake the head a little yes. Maybe shake it a little no. And then release the hands, kind of ragdolling the hands in front of you. And then as you inhale, slowly begin to rise, very slowly here, stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Until you come to standing. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears, crunching them in. Exhale, roll them back and down. Bringing the palms to face forward, pinkies are tucked towards the thighs for mountain pose. Maybe a soft smile here. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. One more time. Inhale, palms reach up. And this time, forward fold. Well, hello there. Inhale, look up halfway with a flat back, so you might have to bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold in. Right knee back, right leg back, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lunging into the left knee. Release the palms, framing the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right, plank pose. Bring the knees and then the chest down to the earth for chaturanga. Inhale, gently pressing into the thighs, but not even really pressing any weight. I want you to focus more on the tailbone sort of hooking into the mat here. So slithering like a snake. Imagine yourself gently lift into cobra, right? Hooking that tailbone into the mat. Come down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, come up through table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lift the right leg skyward, stacking the right hip on top of the left. Bend that knee. Point and flex the feet. Circle the foot in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. Excellent. Square off the hips with the mat. Bring that knee in and then thread that foot through between the hands. Left knee lowers to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lunging into that right knee. Exhale, release the hands. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse, swan dive up. Arms reach up overhead. If you want to go for a back bend here, reach the arms up and then reach them behind you. Just very gently, so the hips will sort of shift forward here. And then release, palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Left leg back, knee down. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, lunging into that right knee. Exhale, frame the right foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right, plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, hooking that tailbone for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting that left leg up, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Point and flex the foot. Circle the toes in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. Bend that left knee. Squaring the hips. Bring that leg through. Right knee lowers to the mat. Inhale, lunging into that left knee. Arms rise. Exhale, framing the left foot. Step forward. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms reach up overhead. Maybe even going for that back bend. And exhale to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Right leg back, knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, coming into that plank pose once more. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, hooking that tailbone for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting that right leg up, bringing that right foot through. This time, we're not going to lower the left knee. Staying in this high runner's lunge, we're gonna inhale the arms up. Excellent. And then bringing the hands down to frame the right foot. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Inhale, looking forward, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Maybe going for that back bend. And exhale to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Left leg back, knee down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, framing the right foot. Right foot steps forward to meet the left, or steps back, excuse me. Coming into that plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, hooking that tailbone to come into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting that left leg up and bringing it through. Once again, we're not going to lower the right knee here. Inhale, reaching the arms up into this high lunge. Exhale, framing the left foot. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead. Maybe going for that back bend. And exhale to the heart center. Excellent. From here, let's go into a balancing posture like a tree pose. So find a particular area or place on the floor or maybe the wall to focus your attention. That will be your drishti. I want you to shift the weight over to the right foot and then bringing the left foot either to the ankle, the calf, or to the right thigh. Ooh, and I'm wobbling here this morning. There we go, like so. The key here is you just do not want to rest the left foot against the knee. And you can bring the palms to the heart center, or if you want to express your tree, by all means, go for it. This is your practice. Have fun. Plugging that right toe into the mat, into the earth. Focusing on that breath, smoothing it out. Okay, and release that left leg to the mat, shifting the weight to the left leg now. We're gonna bring the right foot once again, either above or below the knee, whatever works for you this morning, or whenever you're you're watching this, honestly. Happens to be morning where I am as I'm filming this. And express your tree. Excellent. And release. So here we are at the top of our mat. Let's inhale, make a big circle with the arms. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Take a giant step out to the right. The toes will be pointing towards the right. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and come down about halfway. Bring the arms onto the mat, or the hands onto the mat, I should say. And then bend through that right knee. Walk the hands over to the right, stretching the left leg. And then alternate, straightening the right leg, bend the left knee, walking the hands over to the left. And just go a couple times, just like that, switching back and forth, stretching into the inside of the leg. Excellent. From here, placing the left hand on the mat in front of your heart space, inhale the right arm up. And you can look up at the right thumb, or you can keep the neck neutral here, looking just towards the right side of the room, or you can look down at your left hand. Whatever you like, whatever feels good. And switch. Inhale, lifting the left palm up, right palm is on the earth. Bringing the left palm back to the earth, and bring the hands back to the hips. Allow the head to sort of hang here. Maybe shake it a little yes. Maybe shake it a little no. And then if you want, you can bring the palms either to the ankles or behind the calves here. Just allowing gravity to pull the crown of the head. We want to make sure that our shoulders are not crunching into our ears, so just make sure to plug those shoulders away from the ears. Good job. Bringing the palms on the mat. Inhale halfway up, and walk the hands over towards the right foot. Turning the left foot at a 45-degree angle, so the heel is still on the mat, bending through that right knee here. Okay? Inhale the arms out, and then up for warrior one. Breath in, breath out. And then string your bow, coming into warrior two. The body in warrior two is gonna sort of face the right. Well, actually, the left. The body's gonna face the left. Checking your alignment here, you wanna be able to see your right toes. Okay, so take a look at your right foot. If you can't see your toes, just sort of shimmy the toes forward. Excellent. Keeping the back leg strong here. Keeping the arms strong as well. This is a bit of a challenge, right? Looking out over the right fingertips. Breath in, breath out. Tucking the tailbone in slightly. Excellent. Windmill the hands down to the mat, framing the right foot. Pivot off of the left heel, bring the right foot to meet the left foot in a plank pose. Bringing the knees down to the earth. Come into a child's pose. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look between the hands once more, come into table and step the left foot, forward. Tuck the back toes in the right foot and lift that knee up and bring the heel of the right foot to the mat at that 45-degree angle. Left knee is still bent here. And then inhale the arms out like wings and then up for warrior one. Okay, once again, checking your alignment. Can you see your left toes here? If not, just make little adjustments. The hips, you want them to be at 3 and 9 o'clock. Inhale, string your bow so that the body is facing the right, but the head is turned looking over the left fingertips here. And then windmill the hands down, framing the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right, plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Bring the knees to the mat. Crossing the ankles behind you, come to sit. Okay? Stretch the legs out in front of you. And we're gonna inhale the palms up, lifting up out of our seat. Crown of the head rises. Exhale, see if you can tap the toes or the shins, and then drive the hands back up. Inhale, palms rise, reaching up. Exhale, reaching for those toes. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching for those toes. And feel free if you want to put a slight bend or, even just a more serious bend into the knees here. That's fine. Okay, this time we're gonna inhale, reaching up, and then fold. And wherever your hands may be, they may be on the shins, they may be at the ankles, they may be over the toes, wherever you are is perfectly fine. Honor that, honor yourself. Feel free to rock the body a little side to side here. Tucking the chin in slightly. And release. Stretching the right leg forward, bring it out maybe about 15 degrees. So it's not perfectly straight, it's more of an angle towards the body. Bend the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot to the right thigh. Right foot is flexed here, okay? Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, before you exhale, turn the torso just ever so slightly. I mean, we're talking micrograms here, towards the right foot. And then reach the hands for that right foot. And again, you might not get the toes, you might get the shin, that's fine too. Keeping that right foot flexed. Inhale, open the left arm out, okay? And then lift the palms skyward and bring it to reach towards that right foot. So we sort of have this opening in the chest and then a gentle sort of twist here in the torso as we reach for the right foot. Left hand or right hand will still rest on the shin or the ankle here. Inhale, lift the left palm skyward, bring it onto the floor on the outside of the left knee, and press into that hand, lift the hips as if to press them forward, bringing the sole of the right foot to the mat. Reach the right arm up and then straight, so creating a strong diagonal line from the right fingertips down to the right pinky toe. Stretch here, look down at that left hand. And then as you release, slowly lower the sit bones until you come back onto the mat like so. Excellent. Let's switch sides. Stretching the left leg out. Again, it's not going to be perfectly straight like we were in staff pose. Bring it out more, about 15 degrees. Bend that right knee, bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Left foot is flexed here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Turn the torso very slightly to square it off with the left foot. And then reach for that left foot. And again, you need to put a slight bend in that left knee, go ahead and do it. You know, always want to build longevity with our practice. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, opening the chest and opening the right arm out. Lift the right hand skyward and then reach it over to the left foot. Feeling that stretch into the lower back here. See if you can reach just a little bit further. Excellent. Lift, as you inhale, lift the right hand up. Bring it to the earth on the outside of the right knee. And then press into that hand, lift the hips as if to press them forward. Inhale the left arm up, and then creating that diagonal line from the left pinky toe through the left fingertips. Look down at the right hand. So kind of doing a counter posture here. Excellent. And release slowly. Excellent. Now, come to the middle of your mat, bending those knees once more, soles of the feet are on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, sort of hugging the belly to the thighs here. Reach the arms out in front of you, crown of the head rises, and then as you exhale, slowly lowering yourself to the mat as we prepare the body for Shavasana. And I'll keep us in about a 5-minute Shavasana today. But if you want to stay in it longer, by all means, go for it. Stretch the legs out. Arms reach up overhead. Walk the legs over to the left. And then cross that right ankle over the left. And then, once you're there, walking the hands over to the left. So kind of creating a crescent moon here with the body. Maybe you want to interlace the fingers and steeple the forefingers here, that's fine. Couple breaths. Okay, and release. Walking the heels back through center and then over to the right, crossing the left ankle over the right ankle this time. Okay? Interlace the fingers, steepling the forefingers, and then bring the torso towards the right. Once again, creating this beautiful crescent shape. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Bring the torso back through center, release the hands out to the sides, palms face up, and then walk the feet back through center as well. And then relax the legs, the toes splay out to the corners of the mat. Make any last minute adjustments that you need here. Staying present with your breath. Close your eyes. Relaxing the feet, relaxing the legs, relaxing the spine into the mat. Relax the chest, relax the belly. Relax the face. Relax the jaw. The eyes soften. Relax the crown of the head. Feeling all the elements of the body come to stillness, come to relaxation. Maybe soft smile. The tip of the tongue is pressed towards the roof of the mouth, as if to say the word love. Just give yourself this time here, feeling gratitude for this practice, gratitude for each other. Share a little poetry with you. Good job. Good job. There are just some things that I am unable to do. I am unable to walk across water, or spread my arms and fly across sunken craters. I am unable to understand all the languages of the earth or create constellations in the sky, no matter their beauty or worth. I am unable to move mountains with my bare hands or carry home all the seashells found on our walks through yellow sand. But I am able to set picnics at your favorite place by the sea and hold open my arms for you anytime you may need me. I am unable to speak to you in a way that you will always understand, always saying what I truly mean, and hold your heart in the same way stars hold hopes and dreams. I am unable to call to the mountains, thankful for this life worth living, and give the seashells a message more in depth than any love letter ever written. There are just some things on this journey we call life that I will not always be able to do, but I will spend every mile of it being kind to you. back, reconnecting. Begin to slowly reintroduce some movement to the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers, moving the toes, open and close the hands. Maybe stretch the jaw, move the face. Any movement that feels good here. Take a deep breath here. Audible sigh. When you're ready, turn to lay on your left side in a fetal position. Take a deep breath and sigh. Keeping your eyes closed, press into the hands and come to sit up in an easy posture, palms to the heart center. Fluttering the eyes open, welcome back. Take a deep inhale, big circle with the hands, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center, sitting up nice and tall. I want to thank you very much for joining me for this practice. If you want to take a moment and just bow your chin to your chest, thank yourself for giving yourself this time, this moment to reconnect with yourself, with the universe, feeling that gratitude, feeling that love that surrounds us all. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours, thank you once more for joining me.